A new version of FEDn Studio just came out, focusing on displaying information about the training rounds for the users. I wanted to do a quick overview on what has been done, and I'll do this using the MNIST PyTorch example that can be found in our documentation. So what I've done so far is to generate the compute package and see the model files following the documentation that can be found here in the upper right corner of the screen. I've also uploaded the files under the Sessions tab, and information on how to do this can be found in the documentation as well. Now it's time to connect the client. To do this, I head over to the Clients tab and I click on Connect Client button. I create a directory on my computer. I navigate into it. I also create a Python virtual environment and activate that. Then I copy and paste the commands provided here in this step-by-step guide. So pip install FEDn. And while waiting on that, I can download the client config file. Then I move the client config file into my current working directory. So you can see that I have my client config file here. And then I start the client with the FEDn run client command. Now soon we will see that the client is listed here, yes, and now we're just waiting for the status to be active, and we will see a green light here. After the client is connected, it's time to run some training rounds. To do this, let's click on the Sessions tab, and then the New Session button, and hit Start Run. We can navigate into the running session and watch as the list here and the graphs evolve as the network gathers more and more data. Once the session has completed, you can see a list of the generated models here. And in this graph, you can see the time it took the network to run the training rounds. In this graph here, you can see the average time it took each individual client to run the training client side. Now in our example, we only use the one client. And then we also display some graphs on how the global model is evolving over the training rounds. And to zoom in on a particular model, you can click in the graph and you can see an overview of that model. That's all I wanted to show you. Thanks for watching and thank you for trying out FEDn.